on Armenia and Azerbaijan, what do you hope to achieve from your meetings on Friday with the foreign ministers from Armenia and Azerbaijan? Would the United States broker another ceasefire? And separately, if I may, on Taiwan and China, does the United States oppose unilateral change of the status quo in the Taiwan Strait as Chinese airplanes increasingly fly into Taiwan's airspace? And what are your thoughts about a strategic clarity to deter a potential Chinese invasion? Thank you.
What actually took place there, and how now hundreds of thousands of deaths and trillions of dollars worth of wealth have been destroyed by the Chinese Communist Party to hide what it was they were doing, and why it was the case they locked down Wuhan but continued to allow flights to travel out of China, and what actually did happen in that lab. These are important questions that the world is entitled to know the answer to, and the Chinese Communist Party continues to break the most fundamental commitments they made to the World Health Organization that said there's a set of rules called the IHR, the International Health Regulations, and we'll comply with them. And yet they continue, as we sit here today, to break that promise. So as for Taiwan, our policy hasn't changed. I hope that the Chinese Communist Party will choose to honor its commitments as well. Your first question is about what I hope to accomplish when I meet with the foreign ministers of Azerbaijan and Armenia on Friday. You referred to, will we broker another ceasefire, suggesting that the previous commitments to ceasefire didn't work. It's a complicated situation on the ground. It's a complicated diplomatic situation, and our view remains, as does the view of nearly every European country, that the right path forward is to cease the conflict, tell them to de-escalate, that every country should stay out, provide no fuel for this conflict, no weapon systems, no support, and it is at that point that a diplomatic solution that would be acceptable to all can potentially be achieved. That's what I'll talk to them about on Friday, and I'm anxious to hear from them what they're seeing on the ground and how we might get closer to what it is we think is not only in the United States' best interest, but in each of their countries' best interest as well. Good time for